What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is the LG Velvet. LG Velvet can be used just as a regular phone or as a dual display phone, so I'll show that off. But LG sent me a really cool box of goodies, and in the box, which you can see a picture of the box real quick right here, but inside the box they gave me this right here. This is a UV phone cleaner, so you put your phone in here, close it up, and it will clean it and make it safe and sanitary. Kind of a cool little thing here. LG, thank you. Also, inside the box, you're going to get a fast charger, which you can see right here. Also, a USB-A to USB-C cable to charge up. And then also you get this right here. Now this is going to be used as a little piece that will allow you to charge your phone when it's inside the dual display. Otherwise you can't charge it. You have to pull your phone out and charge it that way. But yeah, this is kind of a little adapter that comes with the phone. So if you did lose this, like I said, you would just take your phone out of the dual display, charge it up, and then put it back in here when it's ready, because this runs off of the phone, so there's no battery built into the dual display. They also gave me this really nice premium leather case from a company called Design Skin, and when you smell this, it smells exactly like what you expect leather. Very premium, very nice. Has this little strap in here, allows you to hold your phone easier and use it easier. So cool stuff from LG. Thank you so much. Very plain AT&T box, because this is the AT&T version. It's not currently out, I don't believe, for any other, at the time of making this video, for any other carriers or unlocked. I don't even know if they're going to have an unlocked version of this phone, but this is the AT&T version. This is the LG Velvet phone right here. You can see it's a fingerprint magnet with the 3 cameras on the back, flash. It can wirelessly charge. It's IP rated, so it's dust and water resistant. At the bottom you get a headphone jack, USB-C, and a speaker. At the top here you have ports for the SIM card and also the micro SD card slot, which you can put up to a 2 terabyte micro SD card, a microphone. On the left-hand side here, you get your volume keys, as well as a dedicated button for Google Assistant. And then you get your power button on the right, and that's pretty much it. There's also an in-display fingerprint sensor. There's no face unlock on this either, just be forewarned. If you needed face unlock, unfortunately, there's no face unlock. So cool. And then this is the dual display. It definitely makes the phone a lot bigger with this in it. But you get your 6.8-inch display right here, and then you stick your phone right in there. It's a case, and it has the display on the front here that gives you not notifications, but tells you what's going on, the time and what notifications you have, but it doesn't show anything about it. Just spec-wise, I know some of you guys are going to be interested in specs. Here's a little screenshot from LG's website. 6.8-inch Full HD Plus OLED display with 2460 by 1080. Resolution with 395 ppi. You're gonna get cameras on the back there. You're gonna get a 48 megapixel, a 8 megapixel wide angle, and a time of flight Z camera for 5 megapixels. Front camera is 16 megapixels. Memory inside, 128 gigabytes of storage with support up to 2 terabytes on that micro SD card slot. 8 gigabytes of RAM. I know you don't see it on here, but it does come with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Also, the audio is LG 3D Sound Engine, which you do need to activate on the settings. I'll show you where that is. The chip inside is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G 5G mobile platform. So you do get 5G, and it's one of the newest budget or mid-range Snapdragon processors, so it's pretty good. The Bluetooth is 5.1. Charging is USB-C, Quick Charge 4.0, and also the battery capacity is 4,300 milliamps. So you can just use this as a regular phone if you don't want to use the dual display. It's going to run just like any other phone that you've had in the past. For me, I haven't used an LG phone in quite a while. So for me, the software is very similar to a Samsung phone. So if you're coming from a Samsung phone, I think you're gonna like it a lot, which is a nice thing, because the overlays of Android that Samsung puts on and obviously that LG puts on is quite customizable, easy to customize. Easy to do really anything you want on your phone. You can see you got wallpapers and themes in here. and you can really make your phone what you want it to look like. You got themes right here, you got free ones. So cool stuff to make your, you know, your phone you. I haven't looked at the themes so far, but I didn't realize how many, I guess these are Korean women or Asian women, whatever, that are on there for the wallpapers and stuff. So that's, all that stuff's free right there. Well, not all of it, but some of the stuff is free. And then this is the launcher, goes left to right. You can sort it, hide apps, arrange apps, do all that kind of stuff in here. And then quickly, that's the quick toggle. So let's put the phone, this is where the bread and butter I feel like is. Let's put the phone inside here, and it's really simple. You're gonna see you get a USB-C port right there, and it just glides right in, snaps right in, and you can see right off the bat, I can see the time, I can see the date, I can see, if, well, I have it on Do Not Disturb, but it tells me how much battery life, if I have any notifications, all that kind of cool stuff. And you can bring it back up by hitting the power button. One thing that's weird about this is when you're using this, and I'll, when you use this, there's a fingerprint sensor right there, you saw, is to reach the volume buttons and that Google Assistant button. It's literally on the back side. It's not over here. I don't know why they did that. It's in a weird location. So keep that in mind, that when you want to use these buttons right here, that you have to reach to the back in order to get them. Might not be a huge deal, but it is something to keep in mind. By default, you have to turn that screen on usually. So there's a little button right here. You can move this button to the left or the right, just click, hold it and drag it over if you want. The button, you just tap it and you can do a few things here. You can put the main screen to sleep if you want. So I could do something like that. You can see put main screen to sleep. The brightness of the main screen have been adjusted to save battery while using dual screen only. Swipe to end. So you can just swipe it and to end that. But basically I can turn off dual screen, just tap that, and that'll save me some battery life. Very easy to turn that off. To turn it back on, just hit that and it turns it right back on. And you can use this in a multitude of ways. Now, I don't have any apps open, but let's say I open up YouTube. I got YouTube open here. And then let's say I open up the Google Play Store. So when I have these two, you can see I can use them both at the same time. It doesn't stop me from scrolling on either one of these. I can tap this button and maybe I want to swap the screens. I can do that and it'll swap it, put the Google Play Store over here, YouTube over there. I can tap it again and I can show main on dual screen. So I tap that and it'll move it over here and make this the blank screen. So you can do a couple of things in here. It's very easy to get it to get going. And then just open up whatever else I had on here before. So there you guys go. And obviously it's fast enough. Let me just mute the volume because you probably, actually I'll play the volume real quick. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. Here's a little review for the Alcatel Link. This is the speakers playing right now, obviously. Hotspot. So you're going to use this to get internet to your devices. Maybe they're okay. You have a tablet that can only connect to Wi-Fi. Well, it can now connect to a mobile network via this. They're loud enough. They're not super bassy. They're just okay, I'd say. They're better than okay. Not amazing, not bad. But like I said, you can do multiple things on that at one time. So if you want to watch a video, put that video back on. Or if you want to use a phone, maybe you ran out of data. You could be watching a video if you wanted to, and then scroll through here and look for apps or use your social media. Maybe I want to open up Twitter. So it's really cool to be able to look through your social media feed, but maybe still watch your video. And remember, you can plug in headphones with a wire if you want, or Bluetooth if you desire to do it that way. And it's just really nice to do that. And obviously you can turn it this way as well, if both apps allow you to. So little cool things that you can do here. Obviously social media works better vertically rather than horizontally, but still, obviously videos are gonna look better this way. So it just matters, you know, how you end up wanting your screen to be situated. Another cool thing you can do with websites is you can actually make it the whole screen. It's called wide view. So you tap that and it actually takes over the whole website so that you can look at it. Obviously you have this big cutout right here, so it makes it a little bit weird and it'll cut off some of the stuff, but you can also turn it this way and view the website even in a larger display. Very cool. Let's check out some of the quick toggles. So when you want to access quick toggles, on the left-hand side when you do it, which is, remember, just the dual display on there, you're only going to be able to take a screenshot or turn on and off dual display on there. And then you can also sync the brightness to be the same on both displays. You can make it, I have mine set to 51%, which these displays can get very bright, which is beautiful. 50% is actually pretty good for me on here. When I swipe down from the top, you have all these quick toggles, and I have Wi-Fi calling, screenshot button. LG 3D sound engine is very similar to Dolby Atmos, so you can have the ability to enhance the sound. You can set it to auto, cinema, music, video. I would definitely turn on that, definitely makes it sound better through the speakers. You have your mobile hotspot, rotation, some other stuff in here. NFC, obviously, screen recording software if you want to record your screen. So file sharing, screen sharing, all the cool stuff that you would want. The LG phones have it, it's great. Swiping down from the top again, you can go into settings, and we have even more things in here that you can customize and change. If you go into display, you can go into change dual screen information. So if you have your cover display, you can turn that on or off. You can change your display timeout, your daily timeout. Dual screen tool, you can turn that on or off. Using dual screen, turn it all on or off. Reverse fold, turn off the dual screen. There's so many settings in here to mess with whatever you want. You can also change it so if you want your wallpaper to be the same or different on that dual screen, you can do that. So you can have one wallpaper for this screen, one wallpaper for this one as well. Oh, you can go, this is kind of a cool one too. You can do it so anytime that you activate your dual screen, you can actually have a certain app be open. So you can go to My Pick app, it's gonna search for all your apps that you have, and it's gonna put whenever you activate it, it'll have that app open automatically for you. The home screen, you can come in here and you can customize that as well. You can go do your, you can have it so it looks more like an iPhone. If you just want home screens, it'll put all your apps on the home screen, or you can do home and app drawer, or make it easy home. Very similar to how you can do it with a Samsung phone, except even more customization. Wallpaper, screen swipe effects. You can change the icons really easily. Google feed, I love this. When you swipe from the left to the right, you get your Google feed. I absolutely love that. Swipe down on the home screen, you can bring up integrated search or notification panel. Navigation bar, you can change this to gestures or buttons only, or you can change your buttons around or add buttons if you want. You can add a notification button or a screenshot button. Always on display, it has that, so you can turn that on or off. Status bar, you can come in here and change it. You can hide the camera cutout if you want, make it all one big black bar on both screens, or keep it the way it is. You can turn on and off notification icons and battery percentage. Video enhancer just makes it brighter when you watch something that's on video. You can change your screen colors. It's set to natural by default. I change it definitely to vivid. I love vivid. I want my colors to pop. Wallpapers and themes, we kind of went through this already, but there's all that stuff if you want to go in there and do that. Lock screen and security, fingerprints. Extensions, this is going to be more customization. So you got smart cleaning. You can come in here and it'll clear up your phone if something's backed up and you don't really need it or use it. Same thing with battery, it'll clear up apps and stuff like that. Context awareness, the phone can change settings, open apps, and remind you of things based on your usage and location. So it's kind of like a if this then that. A gaming thing, the gaming thing's probably a big thing for most people. So you can come in here, game graphics. So they have a dedicated game controller that turns on. So what you do is you have this LG gamepad and you tap that, it automatically opens down here. I'm just gonna hit OK. And when you're playing games, a game controller that will allow you to use just this, and the game has to take control of it, but like say you want to play Final Fantasy, for instance, if that allows for it, I could play it on this screen up here, full screen, and then have my game controller built into the bottom here to take control of that game. Knock on is a really cool one. That's basically when I double tap on the screen, it turns it off. Well, let me go back, let me get out of here. So if I double tap here, it turns my screen off. I double tap it on, it turns it back on. I love that feature. A lot of phones will have double tap to turn the screen on, but not to turn the screen off. The other big thing is obviously the camera. And the camera, you get a ton of features on here. So you can see you get video and you get audio, photos, and you get portrait mode, stickers if you want to use those. You can go into more. And you have, you can shoot night view, which is, you know, dark photos and stuff like that. Panorama photos, manual camera, AR stickers, YouTube live, slow motion video. There's tons and tons of time lapse, tons of customization. You can record in up to 4K video. I'll show some samples right now of photos and videos from both the front and back camera. Just got back from my walk. This is the front camera with the LG Velvet, recording in 4K, 4K 30. I didn't see an option for 4K 60, so not the end of the world, but just something to know that you can do 4K 30 on the front camera. So what do you guys think? Here's a little video action, LG Velvet, back camera, 4K. You can get an idea of what it looks like and sounds like, pointing at me and my face. Some of the things I've noticed are when I use it in dual display, battery, and I need more testing, but battery doesn't seem amazing. It seems like it dies pretty quick. Obviously the buttons on the back are kind of awkward to reach, but you do have that Google Assistant button, which is nice to have. I'd rather have that than say a Bixby button. You can see I press it and it brings up Google Assistant. I like being able to control, like say this phone over here and do stuff over here, and then do something over here, and these buttons are independent of each other. So when I hit the home button here, it doesn't bring it home over here. So I like that it's completely separated. Performance is decent. I can definitely tell a difference between the Snapdragon 865 and this one. And plus this has a 60 Hertz display as well. But just like day-to-day usage, it's not the fastest phone, I'll admit, but it's also not that bad either. For $599 to get dual displays and all this customization and a beautiful screen, it's pretty good. A couple of other things I wanted to mention about this phone is I did mention widescreen, where you can look at like a website all at once, but you can do that with other apps as well. For instance, you can do it with YouTube. So if I open up YouTube, actually let me open it up over here. You can actually do it with video as well. So I have it on wide view, widescreen, whatever they call it. That's get out of that. There you go. So it kind of makes it look a little weird, but you do have the ability to put it on here as well, and you can hold it the other way as well. And this might look better. This is the reason there's 4 videos is because this is a live show and I had 4 people on. Another weird thing is when you type, I'm so used to typing with 2 hands. You can't really do that unless you close one of the displays. You can do it, but with both displays open, it makes it very, very difficult to do that. So you end up just typing with 1 thumb or 1 index finger. This has 5G. You can see I turned off my Wi-Fi. It's now connected to 5G. So I'll open up the speed test app. It's looking for a connection. It's on AT&T. There you go. I hit go and see how fast we get with 5G. And obviously this will vary wherever you are in the world or the country if you have a 5G phone. But these are 5G speeds that I'm getting currently with this LG Velvet phone on the AT&T network. So it looks like it's gonna be 120-ish, 124 down, 125 down, they said. And then upload speeds are about 30, 27, somewhere in that range. So pretty good, decent speeds, definitely speeds to do whatever I need to online. The last thing to take hold of is, and I disabled a lot of it, but there is quite a bit of bloatware on here, AT&T apps. There's obviously LG apps, there's Google apps, but the ones that really get you annoyed are the ones like I didn't download this NBA app, so I'd have to like hold it, go into app info, uninstall, hit OK. But some of the apps you can uninstall, some of them you can't. You can only disable them, but it does have a lot of bloatware. But overall, a very, very interesting device. This is a future of things to come. In terms of, I think phones, you're going to see a lot of different, you're already starting to, a lot of phones that are either dual display or folding. And I think that's going to be what most people end up buying over the years to come for these devices. Obviously, you can stand it like this. You want to watch a video at night. This is a perfect example and way of being able to do that without having to have a separate stand on there. And someone on the other side could use it to do something else. So you can actually have two people use the same phone at the same time. Maybe I'm watching a video on this side, and then my wife is, I don't know, doing something on this. She's looking at a website or doing something else. You're able to do something like that. It completely closes, it completely opens. Whatever way you want this, it's basically a 300 and almost, yeah, I guess it's the 360-degree hinge. So very cool stuff. I'm into it. I think this is a cool device to get somebody that wants a dual display, especially at a great price, $599. You can't beat it, really. Thanks for watching. See you guys down the road. Peace.